Hey guys, welcome to the finale of Let's Play Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland! In the last episode, we practically finished up level 7 Rainbow Resort. All that's left is this boss here. The reason why I cut it off before fighting the boss is because after you fight this boss, it goes straight to the last true level of the game. And I kind of wanted to do that. And I'm not taking any copy abilities into this fight because, to be perfectly honest, the way I like to play this, whenever I fight this boss, I like fighting him legitimately with no copy abilities. So I'm going to kind of do that. So anyways, as soon as we go in here, as you can kind of see, this is kind of the Fountain of Dreams area. So this is the Fountain of Dreams, and you'll be listening to one of my favorite tracks in the game as soon as I get here. So let's go through the door. Sure enough, it's King DDD. So let's go ahead and fight him. King DDD is like in every other Kirby game that you've fought him in. He does his hand. He sucks up. He does a suck up move. He tries to smack you with his hammer, and he'll also try to. He'll fly. He'll do a flying animation. He will try and do that. He'll do a little tackle. He'll do a fly animation here. Well, the best way you can do it is just avoid him on the ground. And he also will jump up and try to hit you, like so. But every time he does like an attack on the ground, he will do a star. Gosh, he's got me trapped, dude. And that's honestly the best way you can do it, is avoid it and then grab the star and launch it at him. That's the best way you can do it whenever you attack him directly and whatnot. But this theme right here, this is actually King DDD's theme, but it also has another name. It's called the Fountain of Dreams, and this has like been remade on Melee. Hey! Whoa! Ah! Dadgummit! Dadgummit, King DDD! But anyways, like, I remember fighting him, and it like the first time I fought him, it took me about an hour to beat him, but it just drove me nuts because it was like the first time you ever actually legitimately fought King DDD, and it was the first time I've ever legitimately fought King DDD. I know you fight him in Kirby Superstar, but keep in mind, I never had a Super Nintendo when I was younger, so I never played Kirby Superstar in a long time. So, like, this is like my first Kirby game that I actually got a chance to play, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that I did, because, suck me up, dude. But, like, I always like fighting King DDD with no copy abilities. I think it's just a fun fight to do with legitimately. And he's actually kind of a tough boss the first time playing, and I kind of just like fighting him that way. Whoa. Don't you suck me up. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now he's doing a flying attack. But I don't know, I always enjoy fighting this, doing this boss fight. This is one of my favorite boss fights in the game. If not my favorite, honestly. But he is really hard the first time you play, and I will vouch for anybody who ever has trouble with this boss, because he is actually a challenging boss to fight, but after you played as much as I have, he becomes a little bit of cinch. Don't count that death as an actual, like, thing, because, well, I don't know. Whenever I play games, I do better when I'm not talking. I've noticed this out of the way, too. Oh! Ammunition went away. Okay. I've got one hit left! Dang it! But, like, I always like fighting him one-on-one like that. So let's go, third time's a charm. Let's go ahead and fight him. Third time's a charm. But the reason why I kind of stopped it before this is because immediately after this boss fight, we have another little thing to do. So I kind of didn't want an episode going on for like 30 minutes. I'd rather not have episodes that are 30 minutes long in the first place, because, well, I know it's kind of hard to watch a video that's 30 minutes long, and I'm about ready to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. But, like, I'd rather not have an episode that's 30 minutes long. Excuse me! Goodness gracious, I'm gonna sneeze all over the place. Jeez. I'm sorry about that, folks. And for a Kirby game, I'd rather not have episodes that are long like that. Yeah, got a trap, dude. You got one hit left. There we go. Now I beat King DDD. Level 8, the Fountain of Dreams. Now we have the Star Rod. The Star Rod is complete. But King DDD is telling us, no, we must not. I don't know if it's for his own selfish desires why he's telling us not to put the Star Rod back in there. And Kirby puts it back in there. What the heck? Holy crap! And King DDD sucks us up and we go through here. Now, this level right now, we are now fighting the Nightmares. The Nightmares were actually inside the fountain all along. And from the looks of things, King DDD was trying to warn us that the Nightmares were actually inside the fountain and whatnot. Now, this is an interesting boss fight because, well, we have an ability called Star Rod Kirby. This is honestly my favorite Kirby super form, if I'd have it. This is kind of like a Gradius kind of feel to it. I think Kirby games always have like some sort of like starship control level at one point in the game, but practically you just push A or B to shoot a star at the enemy, and just dodge all of his attacks, and you should be fine. I like to alternate between A and B to shoot the stars and whatnot. This fight is time limit, so if you don't beat him fast enough, you will get crushed and die, because practically what's going on is you're floating downwards, and you only have limited time to beat him. So now once you get on the star, you follow him. Let me go to the moon. What the heck? Kirby lands on the moon here. And this is the final boss in the game. This is Nightmare. If any of you have ever seen the Kirby anime, right back at you, this is the main villain of the series. But the Nightmare is honestly a really not that hard boss. Whenever he goes into a tornado form, that's when you smack him with the Star Rod. You can jump like this with A, but you can also shoot a star with B. So keep that in mind when you do that. And you can only damage the Nightmare whenever he turns into a tornado. I think I said that. Whenever he turns into a tornado like this, that's whenever you smack him. I kind of missed my chance here. You can either jump into him, but that doesn't do as much damage as throwing a star at him. If you throw a star at him, that does more damage. And really, I had trouble with this boss the first time I was fighting, but honestly, he's not that hard. As long as you just watch out for his moves, just know his pattern and whatnot. And then I die. Of course I say he's not that hard, then I die. But anyways, like, he's really not that difficult. I'm just making it difficult. I always say, and everything I say, I was like, oh, it's not that hard, but then I die. I'm like, don't mind me. I'm just stupid sometimes. But like, he's really like, when I first fought him, he was really tough. And I think it took a while to beat him, but it took me. I did the whole just jumping at him with the Star Rod approach. I never did the I'm gonna shoot a star at you approach. The star does, like I said, the star does a lot more damage than just jumping into him. That's why I'm not jumping into him. I'd rather like shoot a star at him. And whenever he gets late in his health, he will do a little tornado and do like an upside down attack. So you just need to be careful of that. But anyways, we defeated Nightmare. And then he disappears. I think, honestly, if I remember correctly, the game, oh, there we go, normal, 100% complete. You can now choose extra from the start game menu. When you 100% the game, on normal, you unlock, for that save file, you unlock extra mode, which I've already talked about plenty of times in this LP. So you unlock that. So it doesn't matter what save file that you do it on. And holy crap! The moon blew up. And now it'll be forever a crescent moon. But there we go. Our hero Kirby had fought bravely to recover the Star Rod. But King Dedede didn't mean any harm. He certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. It all began when the nightmares appeared in the fountain. The nightmares rode the currents of the Fountain of Dreams, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. When King Dedede hid the Star Rod, the power source to the Fountain of Dreams, he was actually hiding it safely away from the nightmares. Borrowing King Dedede's power, Kirby managed to defeat the nightmares. Now, the Star Rod is returned to the fountain, everyone's dreams will return. So fluff up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. Then Kirby chucks the Star Rod. And now it returns to the Fountain of Dreams, and everyone can have good dreams again. Bye! Bye, Kirby! Now the credits are rolling. I really want to thank you guys for watching this LP. I know that it was kind of sudden all of a sudden, but I really do enjoy this game a lot. This is honestly a game that I come back to a lot. The Kirby series has always been a part of me. It's one of my favorite platformers of all time. It's that tied with Sonic that I grew up with. I always liked playing Kirby games. I always liked playing Sonic games when I was younger. But Kirby always had a special thing to me because it was an original idea. It was a simple yet original idea. And honestly, when I first got my first experience with Tilt and Tumble was alright. I didn't care for the game too much. But whenever I picked this game up and I knew what Kirby was truly about, I instantly fell in love with the series, and I will be doing a lot of Kirby games in the future on this channel, and I will be doing a lot of Kirby games like Amazing Mirror I mentioned. I'm going to be doing Kirby 64 sometime in the future. If I can, I'll probably do Kirby Superstar, or if I could ever get the recording material to go right, I could probably do the remake Kirby Superstar Ultra, because I absolutely adore that game. But this was my first entry into the Kirby series, and honestly, I feel like it was a wonderful series to start off with. This game was a wonderful game that got me into the series and whatnot. It made me truly understand what Kirby was truly about, what his games were always about when he was doing it. Like, I didn't know, the earlier Kirby titles. I never really played them. So I'm just really happy that I managed to start off with such a wonderful game such as this. And to be honest, I'll replay this game over and over again. And I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play of it. And don't worry, I still have an extra episode to do after this. What I'm going to be practically doing is I'm going to be showing off all the extra stuff that you can get in the game. As soon as you beat the game, you unlock the new sub-game Boss Endurance. So as soon as you beat the game, you automatically unlock a mini-game and whatnot. So in the next episode of Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, where I'm going to be showing off the extra stuff that you can get in this game. There's a bunch of stuff you can unlock from just playing the game and whatnot. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the extra video.